Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Good afternoon, friends. After a certain long period of a time, we are meeting again. I am Priyanka Mehta, and I just want to describe about the topic of Kyoto Protocol, and let's discuss further about the Kyoto Protocols. Kyoto Protocols, before that I have discussed, there are some brief information about the Kyoto Protocol. First Kyoto Protocol is organized in planned in 1990, but it is held, or it will organized in it had organized in 1997 in Japan city. In Japan, the city name is Kyoto. That's why this protocol is known as a Kyoto Protocol. United Nations of the organization in the conference in the Kyoto, Japan to draft an agreement to reduce the global greenhouse emissions effects. Now here the global greenhouse gas emissions, which means due to the greenhouse or the group of carbon gases, those are the main cause of the generation of pollutions, and for that purpose greenhouse gas emission reduction purpose, first time Kyoto Protocol has been organized into the city of Japan. Kyoto Protocol commits that Annex 1, the countries those are included is developed countries, and they reduce their carbon emission to the 10% below in the year from the year of 1990s level. Each country has prescribed the number of emission unit, which make up a target of emissions. Here, the developed country standard carbon emissions, standard of carbon emissions are different. At the same time, for the developing country, the standards are different, and for the underdeveloped country, standards are different. Kyoto Protocol provides a mechanism for the countries to meet the emission targets. Kyoto Protocol is a United Nations framework convention of a climate change. Here this institute, United Nations framework of a convention of a climate change, plays an important role for designing the Kyoto Protocol. They aim to fight against the global warming. Till the 1995, it's known as global warming. After 2005, global warming is known as a global heating, which means the certain amount of the warming or the heating level has been crossed due to the carbon excess emissions. UNFCCC is an international environment treaty with the goal to achieve this stabilization of greenhouse gases and concentrates in the atmosphere at the level that would be prevent the dangerous anthropogenic interference with the climate change. Here, this anthropogenic climate change is the cause of atmosphere and environmental disturbance. That's why, for the maintenance purpose, this treaty has been signed by the several countries of the world in 1997. The protocol was initially adopted on 11 December 1997 in the city of Kyoto, Japan, and entered into the force on 16 February 2005. As of September 2011, 191 states have been signed and ratified this protocol. Here, actually, the effect has been generated through the greenhouse gases. Some of the inferred radiation passes through the atmosphere, but the most of the radiation has been absorbed in the ozone layer of the earth and emitted into all the direction by the greenhouse gases and molecules and the clouds. And the effect of this is the warm the earth surface and the lower atmosphere surface of the atmosphere. Solar radiation power and the climate system, and solar radiation reflected by the earth and the atmosphere. Now these are the effect has been generated. About the half of the solar radiation is absorbed during the earth's surface and it's warmed, and infrared radiation surfaces emitted above the earth to the surfaces. Now these are the arrows which shows through the carbon emissions, this kind of the radiation effect has been generated. Here the sun has generated the natural radiation effects that we will discuss further. Reduction is the sixth major greenhouse gases as defined by the IPCC. Carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, nitrous oxide, N2O, hydrofluorocarbon, HCFC, and pure fluorocarbon, PFCS, sulfur hexafluorides, SFX. These are the carbon gases combinations. In that, in 1997, 186 nations are signed the Kyoto Protocol on the initial level. Now here we just see that carbon dioxide, which has been naturally made gases, methane and nitrogen oxides are the naturally generated gases through the photosynthesis process of the sun, and which is on a regular basis. So it is necessary and control. It can be control and necessity and naturally generated carbon emission effects. Here by the man-made, or we can say that man-made or through the pollution, this greenhouse effects has been generated by the gases like hydrofluorocarbon, HFCS, perfluorocarbons, PFCS, sulfur hexafluorides. These are the SF6. Are the man-made carbon. These all gases informations are available into Annexure A in 1. These are the number of countries in which carbon emission rate has been given, in which positive and negative markations has been given. For the conclusion purpose, the main country that we have included over here, that the per capita carbon dioxide emitters are US, which is 20%, Germany 10%, again 8 to 9% is United Kingdom, Poland is after that, which is 8%, France is 7%, Sweden is again 6%, China is 3%, India is 1%, Tanzania is near to 0. Currently 166 countries have rectified the protocol, but United States and the number of 1 emitters of the carbon dioxide gases has not joined in this protocol association. Developing nations such as China and India are not required to reduce or limit their emission under the Kyoto Protocol, because both are the developing except China. India is a developing country, and for the development purpose, through industrialization is required, and through the industrialization impact, there is not a stipulated limit has been decided for the India. And India and China both are the highly popularized density country. That's why the carbon dioxide emissions rate is higher in this country. Kyoto Protocol participation map. In the world, you can see that the green symbol or the green color country, those have already signed the treaty of the Kyoto Protocol, and here India is a major country to trying to control their carbon emission rate after the China. Grey country, they yet not decided to participate into the Kyoto protocols, and red country, they have no intention to participate into these stages. Here, UNFCCC Kyoto Protocol, United Nations Framework Convention on the Climate Change, allowed the basis that international emission of a trading between the developed countries, how these developed countries have purchased their carbon rate and trying to reduce and maintain the limits, assign the amount unit which is called as a AAU, that is through this is allowable based pollution which will be there. Now here the project based is the another method for the measurement of the Kyoto Protocol. Clean development mechanism, developing and developed countries are there included. They have a carbon reduction unit that is known as a CRU, and here the joint implementation between the developed countries and developing nations. Here emission of the reduction which is known as the ERU. So here is the entire map of the mechanism for the Kyoto Protocol measurement. Major part here you can see in this diagram, in the developing country, it is a project based carbon emission rate controlation is more focused and more presented into this part, whereby in the developing country that you can see that they have a stipulated purchasing limit, and according to that they have designed the project and they have controlled their carbon emission rate. Emission trading, which is known as the ET, is a mechanism that enables the country with a legally binding the emission target to buy and sell the emission allows among themselves. Each country has a certain number of emission allowance. Amount of a carbon dioxide, it is the main gas that they have emitted during their production or the manufacturing or the services rendering process. In the line with the Kyoto reduction target, IET, International Emission Trading, allows the industrial countries to trade their surplus credit to the international carbon credit market. Here you can see that if certain countries, certain international country in that industry, if they purchase the excess carbon rate trading limit, so they can do the credit of this carbon limit to the international market. Objective. Under this protocol, 37 countries in Annexure 1 commits themselves to reduce the 4 carbon gases, which is called as the 4 carbon greenhouse gases, which are known as the carbon dioxide, methane-based production into the gases, nitrogen oxide and sulfur hexafluoride gases they are trying to reduce. But among these two group of the gases, hydrofluorocarbons and perfluorocarbons produced by them and all the members of the country generally commits to trying to reduce the level, but up till now there is not at all sure assurance or the evidence has been found for the proper reduction of this two group of gases. At the negotiation, Annex 2 countries, specifically include the US, collecting and agreed to reduce their greenhouse gases emissions by the 5.2% on the average for the period of 2008 to 2012. Here on the earlier map that you have seen in the major part of the United States of America, in the middle part, they have right now not actively participating into the reduction of a reduction of a carbon emissions. Here they still trying to reduce, but they actually not commit to reduce the carbon emissions. Since US has not rectified the treaty, the collective emissions reduction of the Annex 1 of the Kyoto Protocol country falls in 5.2 to 4.2% below the base year. From 1997 till the 2011, they are trying to reduce this carbon emission from the 4.2 to from the 5.2 to 4.2% exactly. Each Annexure 1 party has binding the commitment to limit or reduce the greenhouse effects emission, and innovation mechanism have been established for the parties for the facilitate the compliance with their commitment. Recently, America had signed this climate change document, which we have recently heard in the news, and this document has been signed during the government of the Obama, and they are more focusing to reduce the carbon emission through the GHG gases. Other commitment included each Annexure 1 party must undertake the domestic policies and measure to reduce the GHG emissions and to enhance the removal by the sinks. Here they want to show that through the greenhouse emission effect, what are the adverse effects that can shrinking the environmental economics and generated disturbance into the natural resources of the country. So for that purpose, to saving the and to reduce the shrinking level of the environment resources, this document has been signed, and domestic policy according to the geographic pattern of the natural resources available into the respected country, that policy has been designed. In implementing these policies and measures, each Annex 1 parties must strive to minimize an adverse impact of these policies and measure on the another parties, and particularly developing countries and the parties. Here, developing country must control and balance the two things, which in other words, for the explanation of the second point is balancing. Developing country have to make a balancing between their industrial growth and economical growth, while at the same time they have to balancing the greenhouse emission adverse impact, and according to that they have to moderate the rate of the carbon emission. If they do the tight control on the greenhouse effect, so that adversely affect to their economy, and that stop down their economic development. Annex 1. The parties must provide the additional financial resources to the advance in the implementation of the commitments by the developing the countries. Both Annex 1 and non-Annex 1 parties must cooperate in this area. Here the people, those who are signed the treaty and those who are not signed the treaties, both the countries have do the cooperation and trying to control their carbon emission effect or the greenhouse gas impact, adverse impact. The development applications of the diffusions of a climate friendly technology. Here they are thinking and indicating more about the sustainable development planning and sustainable development based businesses and the industries. Research and systematically observations of a climate system. Education, training, public awareness of the climate change. Here the normative re-educative strategy according to the anthropological and ethnographical studies and environmental study basis, they have to design the education course and training for the public awareness regarding the pollution control. Here the several authority according to the different departments, they are working for